hour low holds some short covering in the Bank Nifty.
Okay, some short covering in the Bank Nifty, but that's purely for the day. Otherwise, the trend is on the downside. Thanks a lot, Anuj, for joining in. Sudarshan Sukhani is with us. Mitessh Thakkar joins in as well. Sudarshan, this has been a range-bound market, but what's the sense you're getting? Do you think the range will break on the upside, or are we looking at a more cautious move over the next couple of weeks?
Good morning, Sonia. Yesterday, for the first time, the sense was that there is no sense in buying into this market now. It's no longer a buy on dips market. So the prospects of the range breaking on the upside are receding day after day. I would not go and take a trade assuming it will break on the upside. Now, what will happen is either we'll go into a range again or we'll break on the downside. That means that it's really looking at taking short positions wherever appropriate rather than taking long positions. Even in a range, short positions will make money, and if it breaks down, then clearly short positions will be the winner. So I would suggest that after the first cooling off period in the market today, short positions should be taken and keep a reasonable stop loss, let's say 17,850 or something close by, and then look for declines.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that, Sudarshan. So sounding a little bit cautious, take short positions. That's the recommendation in there. Stop loss should be at around 17,850. Morning, Mitessh. What about you? How are you feeling this morning on the index?
Morning, Nigel. I think yesterday afternoon we had a similar kind of view that we are exploring more of shorting positions in the stock side and exiting longs. I think the bounce back which has started and still failed to break on the upside from the range. I think the indicators were again turning south. So I think the overall setup is mildly bearish, though I think there is good support around 17,750, 17,700 zones. But once that gives away, I think another 250-point cut could happen on the downside, and then maybe even more if we keep declining. So for the time being, I think the immediate bias is on the slight negative side, more so because of the fact that the heavyweights, which is the banking index, that's also looking weak, and I think the bank index could possibly break 4350's pivot today and head towards 40,000 and maybe below that.
Okay, gentlemen, morning. What about individual trades, Mitessh? Let's start with you.
So on the individual side, Prashant, good morning. I have two buys and two sells. Both the selling names are from the banking space. The first one is Bandhan Bank. Keep a stop just about 235 here, and a 214, 212 kind of a target on the downside can be looked at. The PSU banks also look, getting into some kind of a pullback mode. So Canara Bank is a sell in the short term as well. Again, here a stop of 285 is what I recommend, and a target of 264 to about 263 is what traders should look at to begin with. On the buying side is Marico. Good reversal yesterday. That's a buy with a stop at 493 for targets of 515. And some kind of up move have started in the stock price of NTPC. So that could head towards levels of around 180, 185 on the upside. And that's a buy with a stop at 169.
Sudarshan, what about you?
Well, there's a sense of a general weakness in mid-cap stocks. So I have a lot of short positions. Canara Bank is an intraday short. We've already heard so much about the banks being weak, and that's true. So Canara Bank is an intraday short with a stop above 285. Granules from another sector is an intraday short. It's been in a bear market. Now you can consider going and selling it with a stop above 290. Tata Powers is my only buying idea. It's in a range, but yesterday it had a good day. Maybe it's ready to move up. Whatever, stop under 205, consider buying that. And DLF is another short selling idea, intraday short with a stop above 367.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's do one thing. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with the pre-opening rates. We will also speak to Harshvardhan Dole of IIFL Securities. There's been a big rally in power stocks. If you're wondering what to do, we'll get some cues on that in just a bit. Stay tuned.